Right, Harley Davidson Softail models. I'm on the Sport Glide. Does it have any errors? Is there something wrong with it? Let's check those error codes. Catch you inside.
Revelator Alpha.
Hello, welcome to Revelator Alpha. I hope you're enjoying the channel and the videos. Please like, share, subscribe, leave loads of comments below, and check out the website revelatoralpha.com. So you're on your Harley Davidson Softail, you're on your Sport Glide, which I'm on, let's say, and you're riding along, and let's say you get a check engine light come on. That sort of amber light that's on the right side of the engine instrument cluster there. And or there's some other issue coming on, other warning lights you don't understand. Anyway, so you think, oh my God, what's going on? Well, there could be a whole host of reasons, and there could be error codes that the Harley dealerships or your mechanics can actually hook up to. So first of all, what they would do, they would take off this plate here, and they would, and take off the seat perhaps, and get into the electrical side of it all, and start hooking up their diagnostics, and away you go. Then they'd be able to work out what's going on, whatever. However, very ingenious here of Harley, they actually allow you to find out what the error codes are as well, would you believe? Right, so there are different components to the bike, electrical components. Now, first of all, if there's any kind of electrical issue or kind of error codes coming up, sometimes this is as simple as a flat battery or a bad battery or a poor battery connection or a bad earth somewhere. You know, these things happen all the time. It's not necessarily a failure, it could be just a bolt that's just a little bit loose. So it might be something as simple as that. So don't worry straight away if you're getting some kind of error code or error on the bike, because it might be a simple solution. So check those first if you can, or get somebody else to check it, of course. But anyway, there are basically three main components in the electrical system, the diagnostic side. You've got your ECM, which is your engine control module. That's kind of the electrical brainy type thing of the bike. Then you've got your body control module, which is kind of all your instrument cluster and all that kind of stuff. And then you've got your ABS control module as well. Right, so I've got my service manual here, and I quickly want to show you basically what it is. You've got your codes, okay? So each module, which I've talked about in there, will give you a different error code. So your ECM will give you a P code. Your ABS module will give you a C code error, and your BCM module will give you a B code error. Now, there is another code, error code, which is U. A U code, a U. And basically that is not a error code of a particular component per se. That is an error code of all the modules not linking with each other, communicating with each other properly. I'm not sure why that is, but that's the way it is. I mean, if you've got something like that, then you need to, it definitely needs to go into the Harley dealership. They need to sort this out. Okay, right. How are you going to find out which error codes are on your bike and all that kind of stuff? There is a big procedure to do it, so let's try and work through it. Let's get on the bike. You need your fob with you, and you need to go through that as well. Right. Okay, so I'm on the bike now, and I'm going to just go through quickly how you detect whether there is a problem with your ECM or your ECM, your engine control module, has picked up an error somewhere on the bike. So basically you just go through to the run on your engine switch there, run switch, and here is your ECM warning light right there, your check engine light right there. That's it. Okay, so that will remain on here whilst the engine isn't running. So as soon as you turn on the engine, that light should go out. Okay, so let's just do that. Start it. And it's out. Okay, so you saw there, so as soon as I started the engine, the check engine light went out. That means there's no error codes detected from the ECM, all fine and dandy. However, if it stays on, then, or it comes back on, or if you're riding along, let's say, and it comes on, then obviously an error code has been detected. And sometimes, watch my other video as well, this can come on because of you've had a stage 1 upgrade on your bike. There's an O2 sensor issue, or there's an incorrect mapping of the ECM according to what air filter you've had on and what exhaust you've had on as well. But check that video as well for all that kind of information. Anyway, let's get onto here and I'll show you how to access the error codes, and it's all available on here on your instrument cluster, and you just have to manipulate a couple of switches on the handlebars and away you go. Right, let's do that now. Okay, so let's actually get into how you access the error codes and the diagnostics on the Softail on the Sport Glide. Right, so I've got my engine, my fob I should say, in my pocket. That's all fine and dandy. So what you need to do, when you switch on the run switch, you also need to be pressing and holding the mode selector here on the left hand side. What happens then, once you've pressed and hold that and turn on the engine switch, the instrument cluster will go through its diagnostic phase. You'll see the needle, the speedo needle, just go through its needle, and everything will light up like a Christmas tree. And then you'll see a DIAG, diagnostic, on the here, on the readout, and then it goes through that. So quickly, let me show you that, okay? There you go. So that's, sorry, I had the camera in my mouth. Right, so there you go. It's on diagnostic phase right now. So it's that you can access the error codes now. So how to actually get into that, you just recycle this mode selector and it will go through the different modes. So here you go. So press once and it's in the ECM and it's saying no, none, no error codes. If it had a Y, then you could press and hold the mode selector, and it would actually, you could access the codes and see exactly what codes there are, okay? And then you could tell you what part number and all that kind of stuff. But I'll get back to that because I can show you exactly on the service manual. Right, press it again there, and it will go to BCM, okay, the body control module, so it will see if there's any issues there. Go through again, and it will go for the SPDO and then the ABS, okay? So all that sort of stuff, it will say, is there an issue? So you can just keep on scrolling through. No, 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 no. Whew. No error codes on my bike, which is really good. Okay, so now to get out of this diagnostic phase, all you need to do is just turn off the run switch. There you go. Wait for your alarm to go on. Done. Right, so basically that's how you enter the diagnostic on the bike. And then you can access what kind of error codes you've got. And then, so what does that mean? Well, you could either do one of two things if you know what you're doing. You can either clear the error code. So let's say if you've got an error code on there and you've gone into it, and you can press and hold the mode selector there, and that will clear it. That will clear it. So it's not on there again. Until it's set off again, it will clear it. But you've still got a fundamental issue, what's causing that error code in the first place. So you still really need to find out what's causing it. So, you know, that's one reason. You know, you could just skip through it and keep the error codes on there, of course, just by scrolling through. But really, this needs to be addressed by a technician or a friend, or if you're capable of yourself of, you know, stripping down the bike or whatever and replacing the part, whatever it is. It could be just a loose battery terminal. It could be a poor battery. It could be a bad earth somewhere. It could be lots of different issues. It may not necessarily mean that you've got a component failure or a component on the bike that isn't working properly. It could be a mismatching because you've done a stage 1 or stage 2 or whatever upgrade. It could be something like that that needs to be tweaked, reset. That could be causing an issue as well. whatever it is, it needs investigation. It's going to give you a particular error code. So I'm going to quickly show you what they are, okay? Okay, so if you watch my other video when I said, and I showed you how to get the service manuals, how to get extra information about your bike, it's up there somewhere. You know, follow that link and that will show you. But I would seriously suggest trying to act or get a service manual for your own peace of mind, whether you're going to work on your bike or not. It actually gives you lots of extra information that will help you. Okay, so here it's on my laptop here. I'm going to just quickly show you there. Look, all the different error codes here, and these are the error codes here for the BCM, and then I'm just going to go all the way down here for there. These are the C codes for the ABS. These are the P codes for the engine, the ECM. And they go all the way down there, and then you've got all these U codes, which I said before, which are the loss of communication ones between the different elements. Okay, so that's it. You know, there's loads of error codes. I won't go through that. But essentially, if you want to find out what a particular error code is, after you've done that diagnostic, then you'll need the service manual to find out what that error code is. You may be able to Google it and all that kind of stuff. But you know what, in this case, I wouldn't trust the internet. I would actually get the service manual, and then you'll know. If you're going to take it to a dealership as well, at least you could go in armed. You can say, look, you know, I've done the diagnostic, it's come up with this P error code, or this, you know, U error code, or B or C or whatever. And then you can, you know, get that communication going. You can talk at their level, whichever level you want to talk about. So you can engage with that process a little bit more, as opposed to blindly taking your bike in and thinking, oh no, there's a problem with my bike, and let's have faith that they'll fix it for me. You should have faith that they'll fix it for you, but at least you're going in armed with extra knowledge, which is always a good thing. Right, anyway, look, I hope this helps. I hope you find this useful at least. Again, there is a little trick to it. You have to be a little bit delicate with you know, switching figures all the time. You don't want to be resetting or deleting error codes unnecessarily, okay, because that actually doesn't get rid of the problem necessarily. It could be an underlying issue that you have to address. But I say, that's how you do it. I seriously suggest getting a service manual, or you know, getting a copy from somewhere else, wherever you can, or certainly, you know, having a better relationship with your dealership or whoever works on your bike. Okay, but you know, let's face it, they're going to need a lot of testing equipment, garage equipment, to test your bike properly and to hook it up to their computers. So it really depends, you know, what kind of mechanic you're taking your bike to, whether they got that equipment or not. Anyway, but hope you found this useful. Please like, share, subscribe, leave loads of comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know about these error codes. Let me know if this helps you as well, and I'll continue to sort of make extra videos like this. But check out the website at revelatoralpha.com, and I'll catch you on the next video, well, whenever that is. Ta-da now, bye. Revelator Alpha.